You would have been very proud, Ian. Aaliyah was bumping Drake all morning, and I was like, Ian's not even here, Jeremy's not even here, Drake's on the radio. It was confusing. I could have sworn you were hiding in here somewhere. You were just like in the office, just like controlling the radio. Ooh, good morning. Wow. Ooh. Good morning, YouTube. Monday morning, Arnold week. So getting in our 3 workouts here before we leave Thursday morning for Columbus, Ohio. We'll be there all weekend. It'll be fun. Check out some amateur competition, pro level competitions, expo, meet and greets, all sorts of fun stuff. Play with the Neubie a little bit while we're out there. So yeah, should be a good time. Check out some different gyms, try to get some good variety in there. But today's mission is leg day. So hamstrings, quads, good balance of a little bit of everything. Probably a little bit more quad dominant usually. And then I go a little bit more hamstring dominant on Fridays, but probably a good 60-40 split either way. Starting off with hamstrings, I'm gonna just get those out of the way with the Neufit. And then we'll finish with quads, maybe do a little adductor work on the Neufit, but the adductors are pretty spicy without it. So we'll see. We'll see how we're doing time-wise. Let's increase the weight. Ooh. Ooh, ow, 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 wow, wow, wow. That is intense. I don't think we've ever got the hamstrings up that high. Heavy weight, heavy electricity, heavy gains. Wow. Whew. Sensation is strong today. Getting up pretty high on the Neufit. Hamstrings are feeling really good, really spicy. It's a good start. Ow. We get one more set here, just in a second. Just try to get as much blood flow and stretch in these hamstrings as we can. Just a little break. Okay. The great thing with the Neufit is you don't have to warm up as much. So workouts, in a way, can be longer. In a way, can be shorter. Definitely don't need as much warming up time, but the setup kind of makes it net about the same. But the result, much better. Okay, so moving on now to our lying hamstring curls. We'll hit 4 sets here. And really just trying to just keep the reps smooth. Even if we're not doing full reps, they're not sloppy by any means. So, you know, not lifting the butt off the seat too much, not extending and trying to borrow any kind of strength or stimulus from any other muscle groups. Really just trying to feel the hamstrings under a stretch. So for some people that might also mean you're not actually getting a full hyperextended or even fully extended knee, because sometimes that's even just a lot of gastroc for some people and not even hamstring. But the beauty of using the Neufit is a great insurance policy. You don't really have a choice but to fire the muscle that you're, you know, sending electric current through. What do we got today? What's my workout with you?
I don't have any finishers.
You're off today?
You have any blood work done?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I'm always bad about that. It's like the one thing that I'm like, I'll just still work out. They're like, oh, don't eat, don't drink, don't. Yeah. I knew that, but I didn't, but yeah, never said anything about that. I had blood work done like 3 times with him. He never mentioned anything like that. Luckily, I had just known that from doing blood work in the past. Well, I had to tell one of my clients that because they did the same thing. They got blood work and their like creatinine levels were super high. I'm like, you didn't stop taking creatine, you didn't stop working out, you probably were still eating, like, he was eating pretty high protein diet, like almost carnivore diet.
Yeah.
And I was like, your levels are not like, this is not accurate testing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because it said that he's like, oh, you have like rhabdo. I'm like, you don't have rhabdo, but
You need to do this again.
but you need to redo this. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Just wasn't moving. Let's get some quads. Yeah. Ooh. Whoa. That was really high for the first set. That's just a good indicator that the nervous system is firing at a good rate. So much more comfortable leaning forward in this position. So, you can imagine the muscles can be really uncomfortable, honestly, especially after a pump in the most lengthened position. So for knees bent, hips extended, those quads are really, really long. And then take account of that, the Neufit still pumping, trying to shorten that muscle even more while that muscle is fully stretched. That interset stretch is very intense. Ow. A good ow. We'll get one more set on the leg extensions here and then move on. Legs are feeling pretty good, feeling very pumped. So subsequent quad exercises are going to be a task. Okay, pendulums. Ooh. definitely very different doing leg extensions prior to this, but also doing this with the Neufit on. Way harder. Whew. Okay, that's enough of that. So just doing some single leg work here. Not super heavy on the weight, but high volume. So kind of just going back and forth, right, left, and then while one's going, the other one is resting. So just going right, left, right, left, right, left as much as we can until we just can't get more than like 10 reps per side. Doesn't take too long, especially now, but we're gonna knock this out, get some adductors, and then eat. I'm preparing for it to be. I feel like it's always at least windy. The feedback I always get is like, it's gonna be windy. I mean, it's gonna be cold for someone that's not used to it. It's gonna be cold for me. Yeah. Just kidding. I just gotta thicken these thighs. You would have been very proud, Ian. Aaliyah was bumping Drake all morning, and I was like, Ian's not even here, Jeremy's not even here. Drake's on the radio. It was confusing. I could have sworn you were hiding in here somewhere. You're just like in the office, just like controlling the radio. Oh. Ah. Yeah, so just finishing here with some ARX leg presses. Essentially, it's just like leg pressing against the two legs or the two forks of a forklift. So the motor's moving at a constant pace the entire time. We're trying to produce force either with it or against it. And the kind of concept or theory is you're essentially trying to speed up the motor or slow it down. So you're going maximal concentric when you're trying to speed it up, maximal eccentric when you're trying to resist it and slow it down. But the motor moves at a fixed speed no matter what, so it's just maximal force. We control the speed variable. You just focus on pushing as hard as you can the entire time, as opposed to a traditional leg press where you're letting the weight come back to you and then reloading again. This time, you're pushing out the entire time and just fighting it the whole way. So, very potent tool, only one set, and a solid little finisher. So now we're gonna eat, and then should have some time to kind of walk off some of this soreness, walk off some of the food that we're gonna consume, and aid with digestion. But that is a wrap for today. Legs, mostly quads, a little bit of hamstrings, again, kind of like a 60-40 split. And yeah, Bo Alexander, Adapt Fitness, Dallas, Texas, Arnold Week, foreshadowing. Bye.